I was excited about this Pokemon Presents for really only one reason. Not Scarlet or Violet DLC, I knew that was coming, not a new mystery dungeon or whatever. I was really looking forward to seeing Gen 1 to 3 on NSO's Game Boy and Game Boy Advance app, or at the very least Gen 1 and 2 on the Game Boy app. Obviously that didn't happen, so I was pretty disappointed since every YouTuber thought it was guaranteed to happen. I thought it was guaranteed to happen. It made the most sense, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen, which is still kind of crazy. So yeah, I do think this Presents actually sucked because of that.
What did you think? As we move forward, we'll keep trying to find new ways to bring the joy of Pokémon to you all. Thank you for tuning in.
Let's talk about the biggest news first, the Scarlet and Violet DLC. I think these expansions actually look great. We're getting the Teal Mask and the Indigo Disc. Teal Mask is coming out first in the fall, and Indigo Disc is coming out in winter. Both are this year. And I'm actually kind of glad that Teal Mask is coming out first, because I'm actually looking forward to it more than the other one. It seems to have that Japanese vibe, similar to like Johto and Hisui, which I love, and I think it's also set in a new region, which is pretty sweet. The artwork for it looks awesome. I can't wait to play it. I'm not 100% sold on the new Pokemon. They don't really look like Pokemon. I know people say that a lot about new Pokemon these days, but man, I don't know, these freaks are just freaks. I gotta say though, I do like their names, like Okidogi, that's funny, Monkey Dory, that's funny, and Fazantipati, whatever that one is. I do like their names. I'm not 100% sold on them as a Pokemon. I really like them as little freak designs, but I don't know, they're kind of a bit more Yokai Watch. A little bit. I also saw in a video that they are definitely inspired by an old Japanese folktale about 3 little weird freaks and a guy, so the story will probably be around that, and that's cool. I always like when legendaries and Pokemon stories take inspiration from real world folklore. Yeah, that's pretty much it for part 1. It looks great. Can't wait to play it. Looking forward to it. I'm assuming it's going to come out probably early November or maybe late October, but the pre-purchase end date is October 24th, so I'm assuming a week after that, so November 1st maybe. Who knows, but yeah, looking forward to it. Part 2 seems pretty interesting as well, because I feel like it's going to be a follow-up to the main story with the whole Area Zero thing, because the deal, I didn't say this before, but the whole expansion's the mystery of Area Zero, and part 1 seems like it has nothing to do with it. Maybe a little bit, because the Teal Mask looks like there's some Terra crystals or something, but whatever. I think part 2 is going to be the follow-up story to it, where we're going to learn more about the little turtle guy. I forget his name, Disky Boy, I'll name him up on screen. He looks cool. And it's also going to be set at a school, the Blueberry Academy, which is on water. And this school is focused on battle mechanics and battling, so I think this is going to be a battle facility. We haven't had one in 6 years. We haven't had a good one in 10 years. And I feel like just these games need a battle facility just to mess around with teams and stuff if you're not super into playing competitive against crazy sweats or whatever. I think it's going to be a battle facility. And story too, for sure. But honestly, if it's just a battle facility, I am 1000% down. The artwork is also very cool. I love the new outfits the trainers can wear. I think everyone's going to be wearing these outfits when it comes out. I'm pumped to wear these, and the kimonos look cool too, but mainly excited for these new outfits. They look pretty sweet. And I'm assuming these two are new rival characters. They appear in Indigo Disc and in Teal Mask. There's also 4 trainers in Indigo Disc, and I think that they are going to be young factory brains or battle facility leaders, whatever. You know, they all look like they have personalities. I don't know. This DLC looks cool. It looks definitely very anime inspired. All these characters just have tons of personalities. The trainers, the player characters, look really cool too. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, if it is a battle facility, it should have been in the game. You know, we are living in 2023, my man. It's just the way it goes. The DLC looks dope. I'm gonna buy it. It sucks that it is $5 more. I'm gonna have to pay $45 for it up here in Canada. But 2023, my man. If you buy the DLC right now, actually, before October sometime, you will get a Hisui Zoroark and some new clothes. It's not a horrible bonus, but I'm a little broke. I don't really feel like putting $45 on my credit card, so I'll get it later. The bonus clothes aren't that cool. The clothes in the DLC are definitely a lot cooler, and the home functionality is coming soon, so I'm not hurting about the Zoroark, but it's not a bad bonus. Yeah. Home functionality still doesn't have a release date yet. It is coming soon, which is dope, but we don't know exactly when. I'm not bothered by Home not being available yet. I do want to bring my Paldea Living Dex into Pokemon Home and bring some of the Pokemon Home Pokemon into the game, but it is what it is. Oh, yeah. The really cool Suicune in Verizon Paradox Pokemon hinted in the books in the main game? Yeah, they're out right now. They're in a raid. You can catch them right now in a raid. There's no story to them at all. And they're not going to be in the expansion passes like cool new legendaries. No, they're just in the game straight up right now. Yeah, it's kind of lame, but hey, the raids are fun. I got the weird freak Suicune in one raid with NPCs with my cracked belly drum Azumarill. It was pretty easy. I'm sure you have the Azumarill too. But, man, friggin' Horizon, little Iron Blades, a little tough. Everyone was using Charizard, and it's like, man, it's a psychic type, just use a darker ghost type, whatever. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about these. Weird Freak Suicune and lame reskin Verizon. They're kind of lame. I think the distribution is lame. I think we're all expecting them to have story reason. It's just kind of bizarre to me that like Jigglypuff, Paradox, and like whatever have like story there. They're in the overworld in the Area Zero. And these guys are just in the Terror Raid. I don't know. It feels like a last hit. They had no idea what they were gonna do with it, and maybe they forgot that they even left it in the game, and they're like, oh, we need to do something. But yeah, I don't know. It kind of sucks. I think Wishing Wake, or I like to call him Weird Freak, is a cool design. It's a pretty sweet Pokemon. I think this could have just been its own Pokemon, but making it Suicune is so weird. I don't get how this is Suicune. Because if this is a past form of Suicune went from a weird dinosaur dragon freak thing, evolved into a dog, and went to Johto, and then got struck by lightning, burned in the tower, and then turned into Suicune. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I'm starting to think the Paradox Pokemon are a little made up, which sucks, because I think it makes sense to have Paradox Pokemon. A lot of them make sense contextually within the world as a prehistoric form, like Great Tuscan, Donphan, Slitherwing, and Volcarona. I think that makes sense. But the lore of Suicune and Wishing Wake does not make any sense. And clearly it doesn't. So I don't know. It kind of sucks. They're here. You can catch them. Probably the weirdest and most conflicting thing I feel about Pokemon recently is these two weirdos. I honestly don't care about Verizon. It's whatever. I don't like the legendary. This is just a robot. But the Suicune thing is weird. It's a cool design, but it just basically all Paradox Pokemon are just like make-believe things now. Probably by the AI in Area Zero, because it just doesn't make any sense. But whatever, I talked about Suicune for way too long. Oh, yeah, one last thing. Look at these guys in the book. These guys are sick. Both Suicune and Verizon, these are dope drawings. The ones we got, one's lame and one's really weird. Kind of lame too. I don't know. It kind of just rubs me the wrong way. I got them, but whatever. So yeah, that's all the video game stuff out of the way. There's two other things I'm actually pretty interested in. I know we didn't get NSO or another spin-off, but the TCG Classic set or series seems really interesting. I'll probably get it, depending on the price, because I like to collect Pokemon cards, so if I could just have like them in my collection, it'd be cool. I actually don't really care for the card game itself, so maybe with this one I'll buy it, try it out, have a good time, play, learn the classic card game. I'd be down with that. I think it seems pretty cool. I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of the cards, and just kind of worried about that price a little bit. And besides that, we got a stop motion. It's called Pokemon Concierge, and I honestly think it's my favorite announcement from the Presents. My favorite thing ever is probably Pokemon, but another one of my favorite things is stop motion animation. I do stop motion animations, and I love the medium, so Pokemon stop motion is kind of made for me. I'm sure it won't be too serious and probably will be really goofy, but hey man, it's a Pokemon stop motion, and I can't wait for this to drop on Netflix. And then we got a bunch of mobile game stuff I don't really care about. Pokemon Sleep got 5 minutes dedicated towards it, pretty dumb. Masters EX, weird. Unite, weird. Don't really care about it. That's it. So I honestly think this was a pretty decent present. I think everyone had fair expectations going into this with the NSO and a spin-off game. I don't think anyone, if you thought we were getting XD2 Gale of Lightness or something, I think, and you were crying about that not being announced, I think that'd be a little far-fetched, but I don't know. I think overall it was okay. The mobile game stuff, whatever, but Concierge, TCG Classic, I'm really looking forward to the Concierge, and TCG Classic looks cool. I'm looking forward to the DLC for Scarlet and Violet. It seems really promising and fun, but just the no NSO games, that sucks, because I think we all just thought it was a no-brainer, because it is. Hopefully they can still come in the future, but I don't know. There was stuff lacking at this Presents, but it was fine. Hey, it's Chesto Gamer Guy here. I got a bunch of films coming out on my other channel. You can peep that in the description, but more videos soon.